I've had time to think about the last two episodes of Code Geass, and I had my discussion, which I have a discussion after every two episodes on basically I'll live stream Genshin or something, and we'll talk about the last two episodes that I've recently watched. And so within that discussion, we talked about a number of points, a number of like my feelings and my thoughts, and basically, and I wrote some stuff down, because there's just so much, and I'm glad I'm able to talk with you guys about this show because the show is just so amazing and how the structure, character development, the execution of the ideas that the show is trying to do, the story, the plot, everything is like worth talking about, even the show's flaws. Now, some of you have brought up really great points, and I want to definitely point that out for sure, and kind of just like touch base before, because I did post my discussion. So if you're interested, and I sped it up because the discussions kind of last for a long time, but I'm just gonna go to make sure I get these comments out so I can just like, shout out to you guys who have brought up such amazing points, and just like contributed and just like opened my mind to stuff that I didn't even think about while watching the show. So first thing I do want to talk about, I mentioned in the discussion that I'm not sure understanding where Lelouch was coming from, where him having to literally do the very last thing he wanted to do was basically beg Suzaku for help to save Nunnally. I kind of felt like when he saw that Suzaku was being followed, in my mind, maybe it's because I'm just in denial. Like, I don't think Nunnally is dead. I don't think she's dead. I'm thinking of all this time, like Lelouch, how he was like, Suzaku, you betrayed me and all that stuff. I thought he was being so like dramatic. Like, it kind of felt like he was putting on a show. Now, I know it's about Nunnally, and this is literally his last thing he can do. He has no, but I kind of felt like it was all for a show. Like, he's like, you betrayed me, and he's screaming and shit, and, but for him to really think Suzaku betrayed him like that, when Suzaku in the beginning of this season, we found out Suzaku turned him into the king and had his memories erased. Lelouch wasn't acting like that before, but for him to act like this now, I'm kind of like, okay, but Suzaku is a part of the round table. Like, is it really that hard to believe that Suzaku may have been followed without his knowledge, especially with Schneizel, your brother, who's just as smart as you? You know what I mean? So that's my other thing. And then not only that, and I know Lelouch, like, he wasn't listening to Suzaku in the beginning, but it's like, when Suzaku was over here telling him at the beginning of the fight, I have this weapon on me that's super dangerous, Lelouch did not fucking listen. And if he would have just, and I brought this up too, he knows he put the Geass on Suzaku to live, to want Suzaku to live. So if you have that, if you know that, and you have Suzaku telling you, which he has no reason to lie to you, he ain't got a reason to lie to you, At this point of time in the war, and then they were like literally they were about to join up. Suzaku has no reason to lie to you. So when Suzaku is telling you, I got this weapon on me, it's really dangerous, you should put two and two together, like, oh shit, if I really fight Suzaku to the death, he could release this weapon. So I'm feeling some type of way about that against Lelouch. Second of all, I want to shout out to Alexander Ball, who brought up a really great point about Suzaku's character development in the show. That conversation that Suzaku had, that confrontation he had with Suzaku with questioning Lelouch about his Geass, about everything that's transpired. It shows how, like, through Suzaku's time being in the military over the course of the year, how much the stuff that he's seen, he's not gonna so easily accept or believe what Lelouch has to say. Now, the answers Lelouch was giving him were true, but they weren't his true feelings. They weren't fully the truth. And to me, I feel like that is one of the major things in this show is people lying. We always see characters talking about they're tired of the lies. The king and Lelouch have said, this world is full of lies. And to me, it's like the truth will set you free. That's what I think anyway. That's the message I'm getting, is the truth will set you free. Because if you notice, every character that is lying about some shit, they end up getting fucked over in the end. And Ogi is a prime example of that. If he would just come clean about Violetta, it probably would not be that big of a deal. He would not have to be so secretive and hiding, and it's like a lie on top of a lie on top of a lie. You know what I mean? And Die Hard wouldn't have been able to take advantage of that and use Ogi for whatever he wants. You know what I mean? So Suzaku being able to see through Lelouch and see that he's lying because Suzaku was in the same position in a way, I think it shows that Lelouch needs people to ground him and basically show him, like, look, like, in this, when Suzaku was telling him, hey, it's a bigger picture, you've got to end this war, you know, telling him it's a lot bigger than you and Nunnally now, you know, there are so many people whose lives are at stake. It's not just you, it's not just Nunnally. And this takes me back to when Lelouch, earlier this season, when Lelouch found out that Nunnally was the viceroy and he was lost, like, for an entire episode, and Callan had to slap some sense into him and be like, you are fighting for so many people. You're fighting for me, you're fighting for the Black Knights, you're fighting for the Japanese people, you're fighting for your sister. You know, there's so many people's lives at stake. So Lelouch needs people around him to kind of ground him, and whenever something happens where he's kind of loses his mind, you know, I say that loosely, not literally, but like, he needs people to ground him and kind of give him a reality check, like, hey, it's a lot bigger. And Suzaku and Callan have shown to be those two people for him. Let's talk about fucking Schneizel. Can we please talk about how Schneizel really set Nunnally the fuck up? Remember in episode 17 when they were sitting together and Schneizel was giving his orders to everybody, and he touched Nunnally on the shoulder and he said, Nunnally, everything's gonna be okay, it's all gonna end, I kind of have a knack for knowing these things, right? Now, we've seen that Nunnally can tell when people are lying when they touch her, but he was wearing a glove, so I don't know if she, like, picked up on something, but the look on her face, just that small, it was like, I don't know how long that frame was where the look on her face, she just seemed kind of like apprehensive to what he was saying. But to me, that tells me that he knew what the fuck Suzaku was going to be doing. He knew that Nunnally was probably going to die during this. That's how I saw it. And then his smug little face at the end of episode 18, he knew Nunnally was going to be there. He knew Suzaku was going to release the flare because Suzaku told him that that Lelouch used the Geass on him. He knew. And it's like checkmate. But I will say this. Back to my theory of thinking Nunnally is not dead. When Schneizel was up in his ship and Cannon had asked him, is the king gonna show up? And Schneizel was like, no, my dad don't give a shit about stuff like this. This is really small in comparison to whatever he wants to do, you know? But then we see the king is clearly in a ship on his way or there at the battle. And I don't know if Schneizel knew that or not. That's where I'm just like, I don't know if Schneizel knew that or not. And so that's why I feel like when the king took Vivi's code, he also took Vivi's ability to use the... I don't know if he already had the ability, but I'm just saying, when he took Vivi's code and he got the immortality and he was able... I think he's able to... He teleported Nunnally, put her in the thought elevator. He teleported all those people to something. He... Like back in Kamine Island when they were all Suzaku, Callan, Lelouch, Yuffie, they all were on that island from the blast. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all got teleported. That was Vivi's doing. How did Vivi do that? Because he had the code. And with the king taking the code, I think he did that to everybody. Or he did it to just Nunnally. I'm not really sure. So what do I think is going to happen in the aftermath of this? I think the king did that. So psychologically, Lelouch is defeated. When you defeat somebody mentally, that's the worst way to, like, that's the best way. That's the best way to defeat them, because then they have no more drive. Lelouch has essentially lost the entire point of, like, his will to fight. Now, will he remember that he's also fighting for other people besides Nunnally? That's the question, because that is essentially what Callan and Suzaku were trying to tell him. You've got to stop this war. You're fighting Callan, and Callan's perspective, you're fighting for us as well. It's not just about Nunnally or who you're trying to fight for or just you. But I don't think Lelouch is going to be in any position to carry on, and I think he's going to be suffering mentally. Everything you could think of, he's going to be suffering because of his loss. And I think that's what the king wanted. And I think Schneizel is going to take advantage of this moment and negotiate peace negotiations, right? Like do like with the Black Knights to finish it. That's what I think is going to happen. Wait a minute. Hold up. Before we begin, can we please talk about how Lelouch really sent Rolo to rescue Nunnally when the bitch just got done killing Shirley? I'm like, what? And that makes me think, Lelouch is not fucking stupid. Does he have too much trust in this relationship, this fake relationship he got with Rolo, to that he really trusted Rolo to go get Nunnally? Because Rolo literally just killed Shirley. Just kill Shirley. And for what reason? Because he said Shirley was your enemy. You know, it's my job to protect. That's why I'm like, did he have some other type of plan? I know he didn't really fully trust Rolo to go get Nunnally because he just killed Shirley. And you know how we can't trust this kid. What are you? I don't know. That didn't make no sense to me. Like why he did that. So that's why I feel like, was this all a show? Like from putting on this show in front of Schneizel's men, like, oh, you betrayed me, to make it seem like him and Suzaku are not working together because he was followed, right? Knowing that it's possible, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Now, it would be crazy that Rolo's love for Lelouch would go so far that Rolo would sacrifice himself to get Nunnally back, because he's gonna see how torn up Lelouch is over Nunnally's death. Death. She ain't dead. Her death, though, right? We all think she dead, but she ain't dead. But I think Rolo is going to see how torn up he is over that, and it's going to cause him so much pain that his brother is like that he may sacrifice himself later. Let's also talk about I also remember what Lloyd said back in episode 17 when Nina was like telling Suzaku, like, you were Yuffie's knight, right? You gotta pilot the Lancelot and use the Flea. And I will never forget what Lloyd said to her. He was like, Suzaku's gonna end up killing himself if he uses that. Kill his people, right? He's gonna end up killing himself, and you're gonna end up killing yourself too. To Nina. And I think basically she's gonna see the full destructive power of her weapon. Even though she saw it. When they tested it out, she saw it. But to see it in action and see it kill so many people. To see that it killed the Viceroy, right? It killed Nunnally. How is that going? What is Nina even gonna think? Nina's already showed suicidal tendencies in the past. I wonder, and then to know that Zero didn't die. Now, the one thing I'm confused about, it'll probably be cleared up in episode 19, the one we're about to watch, is, did it look obvious that Zero was saved by Guilford? Did everybody think Zero got caught up in that? You know what I mean? Or did, like, everybody saw that Zero got away and he ran away? So, let's say, for example, they all saw that Zero escaped the blast. And Guilford and all of them who got caught up, they died. Nina, whose soul, all she gave a fuck about is killing Zero. So to see that he lived, but the weapon that she made killed Guilford, Nunnally, the Karen lady, killed other people, right? How is she, what is she gonna feel? Suzaku. I don't even want to know how Suzaku's gonna feel. The very man that Lelouch has asked to protect his sister, ultimately is the one who executed, like, killed her. Now, it's not his fault. It's partly Lelouch's fault too. But he carried out the action ultimately. How is Suzaku going to feel about that? I'm too scared to even see that. I don't even want to know. I don't even know. So Suzaku and Nina, what is their mind state going to be at this point? What's it going to be like? I don't even know. And Suzaku is already like wanting to kill himself. They both got suicidal tendencies, which is interesting. Nina and Suzaku both got suicidal tendencies. Let's get on with it. I've been talking too much. There's just so much. One last thing. Shout out to Dino Blade, Glitter Dino Blade. You made a great point in the discussion. You said to think that if Jeremiah had used his Geass canceller on Suzaku would have been dead. There would have been no explosion. That's crazy. That blows my mind. But okay, let's get started. Episode 19. Unfortunately, it's the flare warhead. She kind of looked like Cece a little bit. He said, let Schneizel handle it all. 10 million deaths? 25 million casualties? There it is. Oh my god. I knew it. All those people that died, Nina. Oh my god. We getting right to it. The school's alright. Oh my god. Wow. Bruh. You saw Nina? You saw how Nina was looking at Suzaku? Their mental health? I knew she was gonna be fucked up. She's gonna be fucked up after this. Holy crap. She saw what her 10 million deaths? 25 million people? That's like over 30 plus million people. But the school's alright. What the bruh. The whole Tokyo settlement is... Wow. That's crazy. And now Toto's gonna see what Asahine was talking about. Oh, snap. Nah, aim for her leg. She about to jump off the ship. Okay. Britannia's special diplomatic envoy. Is it Schneizel? Oh, it is Schneizel. Holy, right on time. She's dead. She's dead. She's not dead. She's not dead. Please. She's not dead. It's kind of like, reminds me of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in history, the atomic bomb they dropped. Look at him. And he's looking at Rolo like, God, give a fuck about you, bruh. Oh, shit. Oh. Bro. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh. She didn't understand how much the damage would be. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Talk about guilt. Wow. He said, do you... That's what he was talking about. He said, you're gonna kill yourself too. He meant kill your humanity. What is going on with Anya? He's been mentally wounded. What is Rolo going to do? I'm surprised Lelouch released the truth like that, but honestly, not too surprised. Because... Dang, he know all about them, huh? Wow. This is crazy. It's fake. Yeah, this is... Thank goodness. He's like, oh, I know. I know who Zero is. He's telling them. Wow. This is gonna cause major trust issues. He is spilling all the beans. Wow. He's trying to destroy them from the inside. Ogie! Ogie, what the fuck? Well, I mean, he's in love with Violetta, and, Violetta probably told him, yeah, he's blackmailing me. And his love for Violetta is over his loyalty. Bruh. Where's Callan at? Callan needs to be in there. Die Hard is... Oh my gosh. Oh shit. That will do it right there. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh. That right there is what will have them all turn on him. Oh. Oh, Valletta's 27. They're lying. I mean, Suzaku did tell him. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. What is Lelouch gonna do? Schneizel is so good. Yeah. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. I'm shook. What Lelouch? Now, the only person he has was Rolo and CC. Oh my god. And he got Callan. Because Callan knew the truth from the very beginning. He's finally telling the truth. Oh my god. The only people he got is CC and Callan. Oh my god. Callan knew Callan knew from season 1. She knew from the very beginning, or since season 1, end of season 1, and she accepted it. This is a setup. Wow. Oh, wow. Even Die Hard. Wow. Wow. What is he gonna do? They're gonna be like, Callan, you probably under the gas too. Callan's the only one. Rolo, shit, he shouldn't have went off on Rolo. He should have been able to use him a little bit more. Yeah, that's basically what Schneizel is saying. Of course he's putting on the front. He's just putting on the front. Probably to get Callan to like, so she won't die. It's Rolo! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh my god! What is gonna happen? Rolo, wow, not that cannon buster shit. Oh my god. Rolo's gonna die. He's gonna sacrifice himself to... Oh wow. I gotta say, like, I feel so conflicted about Rolo. But only the time I spent with you is... This is so, like... He's like, I do this from my own free will. But you told him the truth for the first... Oh my... Wow. Suzaku, you gotta help Lelouch. Wow. Ragnarok connection. Wow. He's like, if I'm already going to hell, I'm dragging you down there with me. Wow. Guys, I felt so conflicted about Rolo. Like, and it's like, in times like this, all you can do really is just, like, Rolo did terrible things, and it was for his own selfishness, but it's like, everything he did was for Lelouch. And it's like, you got people sacrificing themselves because they really believed in Lelouch, you know? Like, and us as the viewer who know other characters that Rolo has hurt, it's like so easy to like hate him and stuff. Schneizel really went up in there and oh damn. And it's kind of like Lelouch is still playing this part of like just taking full accountability. Like he's like it is so much easier to like play the role like, yeah, I was using all y'all as pawns. Like I really didn't give a shit about y'all. It's just easier to let them think that, and he's accepted that role. That is so sad. Now that Lelouch is literally at the bottom. All Lelouch has is Cece and Suzaku. Isn't that crazy? And Jeremiah. Oh, alright guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. We have a lot to discuss in the discussion. Leave a like or subscribe. I'm gonna link to the Discord where I post all my updates. I do play this game called the No Nary Games, which is fire. I play Genshin. We have game night on Twitch as well, so if you guys want to play with me and the others in the Discord, you should totally stop by. I will link it. But I will catch you guys next time. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. We are in the final 5 episodes of the series. I'm excited. I'm scared. I don't even know what to expect, but thanks for watching. Bye.